The Patriots have reportedly not paid Antonio Brown the first installment of his initially guaranteed contract. And the receiver has filed a grievance. AB spent yesterday at a deposition for a lawsuit filed against the receiver for allegedly trashing a luxury apartment in 2018. This is the same apartment he was accused of throwing furniture off the balcony. And while leaving the deposition, AB posted an Instagram video saying that it went all right. More Instagram videos. Shannon, do you think AB will win financial arbitration against the Patriots? And when will he play again?
I don't think AB is going to see that money.
Really?
I don't think he's going to get that money, Skip. The question, I think the biggest question is that the Patriots are going to say he negotiated in bad faith. You knew you had this pending litigation, this lawsuit, and you didn't reveal that to us. And then you sent a threatening or an intimidating text on our watch.
Yep.
Skip, his contract, the one that AB signed, stipulates, takes any action that materially undermines the public's respect for or materially critical of the club's players, teammates, ownership.
Yep.
Skip, when he sent that tweet about Mr. Kraft, there's a reason why he deleted it. He knew he had what he had done. Yeah. He had stepped in it.
Yep. Good
and
point.
He couldn't get it off his foot. It's over. I believe, Skip, I know Mr. Kraft fairly well. I think I know him pretty well. I believe they release AB. AB, appreciate the opportunity, Patriots, Mr. Kraft. Good luck the rest of the way. Leave it at that. I believe they pay him that $5 million. Now, the likelihood of him getting that other one in January, that's a whole different argument.
So you think they'll pay him half of it?
No. Oh. I believe they would have.
Oh, they would have.
They would have.
All right.
Had he not sent that tweet about Mr. Kraft. That's what I believe. I believe Mr. Kraft would have done that. Now, the second installment, that's a different story.
I got it.
I see.
That's what they're going to argue. They're going to argue, Skip, that AB did not disclose because he can't say, well, I didn't know, because it was reported that they had ongoing talks about trying to come to some type of agreement or settlement since April. Well, you signed this in August.
Yeah.
You signed with the Patriots, what, late August, excuse me. So you did know whether or not he's going to ever play again, Skip. I don't believe he's going to play right now. The NFL sent out a memo, Skip, and they warned, now you signed this guy at your own peril. The Patriots released him, but we're going to get our pound of flesh too. Now, that's what they said in so many words. So basically, if you sign him, you basically sign him for 2020. Because he probably ain't going to play this year. I believe he's too radioactive, and I don't believe teams are going to sign him because they don't know enough about what's going to transpire, be it from the lawsuit or the intimidating group chat that went on later. I believe because of that, I don't see a team taking that leap of faith. He's too unpredictable, Skip. All he had to do is just behave himself, and he gets $30 million. He couldn't do that. All he had to do was behave himself, and he could have got $15 million. If he doesn't press sin, he gets $5 million. Skip, what he's doing is what we call in our community is hustling backwards. Normally what you do, you go to school, you try to get you a good education, get you a nice job, you live happy, get your wife, 2.5 kids, white picket fence, live happily ever after. AB got the high-paying job without having to get the degree. $30 million, he gives that up to go back to school? Where did he do that at? What person you know, Skip, has a chance to get $30 million, say, nah, I don't want this. I want to go back and get my degree. You see how foolish that is? And then what did he do, Skip? Normally, when you come out of the courtroom, no comment. You don't want anybody to see you. Maybe you're the perp and you trying to hide, or you got no comment. What are you doing, Skip? Want to be seen.
Not surprising.
He going back to school. What do you do, Skip? Here are my classes. Skip, they got released. I'm free. I'm free. See, everything's a show to him, Skip.
Everything. Who would do that? You're fighting a second lawsuit after you were caught throwing furniture in a fit of rage off the 14th floor balcony and endangering a 1.5-year-old child at the poolside, along with a lot of other human beings. And the video got released. We saw the surveillance video was released yesterday. And you can see furniture falling, and then you can see the inside of a $35,000 a month condo. South Beach.
That old Skip Bayless. That old Skip Bayless in Bel Air. That's what he paying.
Nice.
And he got old Malibu paying too. That's what he paying in 2 mortgages. Yeah, that old Skip.
Yeah, I rent, you own. Right? but 35 grand a month, and he just tore it all apart. And the owner of the condo is now suing him on top of the civil suit that he already settled about endangering the kid at the poolside. And you're going to draw attention to that by taking a selfie video and posting it? Look at me. It's so brazen. It's so, I'm above the rules and, in this case, the law. I can just get away with anything. We've seen, I was thinking this morning, you know, we've seen a lot of rock stars through the years, you know, big singing stars. They just, the hero worship just takes them completely over the edge into delusion, where they think they're godlike.
They're invincible.
Right, they're invincible, and it seems like he's going in that direction.
Yes.
And so just that video alone told me, he is radioactive. There's no way he's going to play the rest of this year. And if he loses the civil suit, the one that has the rape accusation in it, it could endanger his chances of ever playing in this league again, because then he might become just too toxic. And you know how this league works.
Yes.
Once there's one sweep of the league and everybody says no to a player, then it's that sheep think of, ooh, everybody said no. We can't say yes, can we? And it can work where it's like a Colin Kaepernick scenario, and that's an apple to an orange, because obviously Colin didn't do anything wrong. He did everything right to me. But the point is, once several teams said no, more teams said no, then everybody says, no, we can't do that, right?
And I tell you what, Skip, he said that thing out about Mr. Kraft.
Yep.
What do you think the other owners think? Now, there's only 32 of them, and they might disagree on a lot of things, but they will never disagree with each other publicly. And when you attack one of them, you best believe you attack all of them. So he better be very, very careful, Skip Bayless, because let me tell you something how things work. As long as you got money going out and you got money coming in, you can act a fool.
Yeah.
But there's something called that when it stops coming in and you still have it going out.
That is true. Yeah.
So he better be very, very careful now, because you know he's living this extravagant lifestyle in private jets and big cars.
Yeah.
I've seen people with far more money than they be go belly up.
You have. I agree. So Mike Florio, and I think he has a law degree, I'm pretty sure of that, he wrote that the Patriots might ultimately lose the arbitration case to Antonio. But because it's hard to prove that he committed a forfeitable breach. But your point is a strong one, because did he damage the image of his football team? Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And can they successfully argue that? I would think so. I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but I would think as his misbehavior piles up, that you can just see one thing after another that they could argue, look at this, look at this, look at this.
If they trusted him, guess what they would have done, Jenny? They'd have gave him that $5 million at the time he signed the contract.
Yep.
That's what they did with Julio.
Yeah.
Julio signed a $66 million extension. He got 64 of it at the time of signing.
Absolutely.
If the Raiders trusted him, they'd have gave him 25 of the $30 million at the time he signed the contract. They knew it. They knew he was just a matter of time. But I told you, Skip, well, how long he gonna last? I told your buddy myself, telling you, that he can't help himself. I said, he's out of control, he's emboldened. I said, all his followers are like, AB, you right? He emboldened, Skip. And it's like electricity is flowing through his body, and he's getting stronger and stronger. And he's feeling energized and energized. Man, you see what AB did? He playing that. All along, he wanted to get to the Patriots. That's what he did. Look here. I might want to get to a certain place, Skip, but I'm not going to turn up that kind of money to go over here for less money. And then if I do that, then why F it up in the... So if this is where I wanted to be, if this is my utopia, I got Tom Brady, I got the greatest head coach, I know one thing, we're going to play the AFC Championship game with a chance to go to the Super Bowl. I do know that. Why am I going to mess that up?
Okay. So I watched two very good players, great players, Terrell Owens, Chad Ochocinco Johnson, and they finally became, you saw it, a little more trouble than they were worth. And the league slowly but surely said no to both of them, right?
Yeah.
It just happens. Now the Pittsburgh Steelers, a cornerstone franchise, said no to him.
Right.
The Raiders and John Gruden all but groveled and crawled for him, and then they said, no, we can't deal with this anymore. And now Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft have said no.
And Skip, and the Patriots will take anybody.
Yeah.
If you can help the Patriots win, this notion about, oh, the Patriots are a model franchise. Look here. Look here. If you can help them win, they'll go to San Quentin. They go to Rahway in Jersey. If you can help them win, they'll bail you out for a day and score a touchdown or tackle somebody.
Well,
that's what they care about.
I'm sure they will argue we did not know about the impending civil suit, but once they did know, did they immediately cut bait?
No.
No, they did not.
No.
Okay.
No.
Thank you.
And that's what did they know? When did they know it? Because I'm sure they're going to make the case, but AB going to say, well, when you find out you didn't cut me.
Yeah, they played him.
Right.
And they force-fed him passes right out of the blocks.
And then they're going to say, well, see, and then you sent the group chat and then the tweet. See, that's where I believe that's where they're going to get him.
The tweet is damaging.
Yes.
Look good.
But Skip, somebody got to him because he deleted it.
He did.
That's true.
He's good at deleting.
Yeah.
He knows how it works.
Yeah, guess what? Guess what else he deleted? 30 million? And he deleted $45 million from his account in a year.
$45 million.
I read the Patriots owe him just under $300,000 from that one game.
Correct.
That's it.
283.
He playing that.
283, 300.
AB playing this. AB outsmarted all y'all. Hey, Jerry Rice, I'm talking to you. You still think AB outsmarted everybody? He played everybody?
That was before all this.
Yeah. AB had none of this planned out. AB thought he was going to bring that same bull jive that he took from Pittsburgh, was going to bring it to the Raiders. And Mike Mayock and John Gruden said, hell no, not on our watch. And then he thought he could do what he did. Skip, I'm in a utopia. I don't care nothing about that girl. Whatever you say, I have my day in court. You said all this, yada, yada, yada. If you want to file a lawsuit, file a lawsuit. But I'm not messing up my money. That's one thing I'm not going to do, Skip. I'm not messing up my money. I'm not.
I hear you. He's not listening.
No, clearly he's not listening.
Social media. It can get you. It's like a
be.
false reality
It is.
with all the support, and that's what I think is so interesting about it. And we'll look back and think of so many people who've been affected by it
Yeah.
in the past. We're going to